let's start to review from high pat on the horse, okay? So watch first, and then I want you to follow me, okay? So I'm going to do it from the back so you can understand what's going on. So high pat on the horse. How do we get to high pat? Sit back, lower, high pat on the horse. Cross at the wrist from single whip, okay? And maybe I'll take it forward, okay? Forward, and then we can practice forward. So single whip, half step forward, sit back, my hands go for the ride because I'm using my core and my feet to get to where I want to be. High pat on the horse, cross at the wrist, open up with palms down, veer to the left with my heel, bring up the energy, I'm loosening up, kick out in line, in, drop gently on my heel, look through my double punch. Sit back, lower, pivot, all the way around, up with my left, kick out in line, in, hook, down, halfway, veer to the left, set, swing up, golden cockerel, toe down, spin, hook, split, down, veer right, set, suspend and swing up, golden cockerel. Extend the knee, hold your ball. Extend the knee on a heel, up with your forehead, turn your hips and waist, shuttle right. Sit back, lower, pivot out, hold your ball, left heel, spin the ball above your head, shuttle left. Half step to the back, across the hips and waist, down with your toe, set up the top hand, needle to the bottom of the C. So everybody can learn how to position their hands. It's not a chop. It's not a chop. Can you show me a chop? You chop, when you chop a chicken or you use a knife and you chop something, you do it this way, right? You start up and you come down. But the needle at the bottom of C has this top position here already. That's not a chopping position, it's the end position of a chop, right? The last position. So set up here, you don't want to chop up here now. I didn't mean to do that. Set this hand up, then put the weight on the back foot. Come not down on an angle, but on a slant, on an oblique. So leave the birds alone because they're part of Tai Chi, okay? You set up your top hand and you bend the back foot and you come on an angle or an oblique rather than a straight angle coming down, okay? It's hard on your back, so you're gonna come in that way. One hand, two hands, then your foot touch in the middle, extend the knee out, flash arms like a fan. Okay, let's cover that portion. Okay. So yeah, you're not going to see me, and if I do it towards you, you're going to get confused. So we're going to have to kind of accept it and then be ever so smart to then kind of tweak it as you see me doing a forward position and formation. Single whip. Getting into high pat on the horse, right? Half step forward, sit back, lift that front foot to its toe, lift it up, high pat on the horse. Cross at the wrist, I lost, step out with your heel, gather energy, up, kick out, right, in, drop gently on your heel, look through your double punch. Sit back, pivot, Gather energy, left hand on the outside, left foot coming up. Kick out, left. In, hook, down, parallel down. Halfway veer, stretch out, swing up, golden cockerel. Toe, spin, hook, down, split, halfway, veer right, stretch out, up, golden cockerel. Extend the knee, heel down, hold your ball. Okay, and then I run into the camera. So down, look through your double punch. Sit back, lower, pivot all the way around, left hand on the outside, left foot coming up, kick out. In, toe down in line with your heel, up. Up, golden cockerel. And then just show me one maiden. Extend the knee, heel down, hold your ball. Heel out, hand up, turn hips and waist, shuttle right. Okay, good. Half step forward, sit back, up front foot, high pat on the horse. Cross at the wrist, step out, palms down, gather energy, center, kick out right, in, drop gently on your heel, look through your double punch. Sit back, lower, pivot, all the way around, left foot on the outside, left hand on the outside, kick out, in, hook, and I'm in the wrong position, down, serpent, veer to the left, stretch out, swing up, golden cockerel, toe, pivot, hook, split, down, veer to the right, stretch out, up, golden cockerel. Extend the knee, heel down, hold your ball. Out on an L with your heel. Spin the ball, shuttles on her, left, right. Sit back, out, hold your ball, heel, spin, above, shuttle left. Half step to the back, across the hips and waist. See the hand, see the foot, down to the bottom of the C. Up, 1, 2, foot, heel, flash arms like a fan. Okay, so I know that in changing our position, coming forward, we're a little disoriented when we do our spinning, and even for me, I know I'm not at the right specific spot, even though I've repositioned. We're taking a last single whip, 2 feet on 2 different lines, drag the back or right foot back, bend the left knee, don't go beyond your toes, good Tai Chi posture, core real firm, put up your hands. Okay, single whip. Do you have a bow and do you have an arrow? Half step forward. Sit back on the back foot. Allows you to lift up to the toe in the front. Lift up that foot that's insubstantial and pat your horse. Cross at the wrist. Step out to the left on your heel. Open up that circle, bring it in to center and out, in, drop gently on your heel on an L stance, look through your double punch. Sit back, lower, pivot, open those hands, and center with the left hand on the outside, left foot coming up, and you're kicking out in line, in, hook, toe down. Can I just check that? All right. Okay, is your toe in line with the heel of your foot? People have to modify that now. Okay, remember that toe has to be dragged that, put your hands down. Drag your left toe and line and see if it is in the area of your heel of your right foot. That's what I mean. Now stretch it back out. It should be modified and better. Put your hook hand. Drop down as you post on your right. Hand to the middle, fingers to the middle. Pivot out to the left. Hook turns to a backwards position. Swing up, golden cockerel. Toe down, pivot, hook, split, down, post down, middle, pivot out to the right, stretch out, swing up, golden cockerel. Extend the knee, right on your heel, hold your ball. Out with your heel, spin the ball, right hand on the above your head, maiden, shuttles right. Sit back, lower, pivot out slightly, hold your ball, heel out on the left, above your head, shuttles left. Half step to the back. Set up the top hand, checking your needle to the bottom of the C. One hand, join it by two hands, then your foot, extend the knee, heel out, flash arms like a fan. Okay, you're getting there, okay, getting there. But I think that if we look at the details and dig down deeper, those details, if done correctly, will help you with the bigger movement or the final movement. And I see variations, but you're, to me, getting it, okay? We'll think positive. So what I'm trying to figure out is how to stand so that when I turn, most of the time, you'll be seeing what I'm doing in a front position. And I'm not sure which side I should start with first. So that's why sometimes I switch and reposition myself. I've not done it, I don't think, from the front, okay? And then maybe I might change it, okay? So this is my single whip. Half step forward, sit back. Notice what my hands do. They just go for the ride. My feet go for the ride too. I lift up my weightless foot. I bring the left hand closer to my hips and waist as I go up the horse's mane. I cross at the wrist. I step out to my left. Gather the energy. I need security. I center. I kick out. I come in. I drop gently on my heel. I look through my double punch. I sit back and I lower. I pivot all the way around. Left hand, left foot up. Kick out, left, in. Okay, and then I'm here. Okay, I'm here. Kick out, left, in, hook. Parallel feet. This is not parallel feet, right? The test now is now to make sure the 2 feet are parallel, which is in this position, just like the tiles of the lines of the tiles, okay? So you can't have it this way because this guy's not parallel to this planted foot. After that, you then test yourself and you say, she said that in order to split and put your toe down, it should be in line of the planted heel, in the back of the planted heel. So I drag my foot without too much modification, and I ask myself, do I have it? If for any reason you don't, get back out there by starting with your heel to make sure that that's the place you want to be. If you are incorrect and you do it and you're here, more than likely you are not going to be able to get out to do a golden cockerel without hurting or causing harm to your joints. So your homework was to make sure that if you put your right foot heel on the cross section of 4 blocks, you would then know where the toe of the opposite foot should be on that line. Okay? Once you have your hook and you are firmly planted all this time, only your toe can come down there gracefully as best you can. You plant heavily, let gravity take you down. It is down, you want to come down. The foot is fine to come down because you cannot come down and still keep this guy up. It's going to be more of a harm than help. Come down. Halfway, allows me to veer to the left. I swing out this back hooked hand. I'm in this position. I'm actually too wide. If I'm too wide like that, it's harder for me to then come up as a golden cockerel. So in doing this split here, do not over-exaggerate it, but do not under-exaggerate it. If I'm only here, it's just like my knees don't have any room to turn. It's going to be a repercussion there. So you want to make sure that it's comfortable. I want to say something like going out on a L stance, that type of span. Now, when this toe comes down, it should be in line of my opposite heel. Okay, and I'm going to spin. At the same time, I'm hooking. I drop, I come out, I drop down halfway. I start to veer to the opposite side, which is the right. I suspend. I come up as a golden cockerel. Okay? So when golden cockerel comes up for the final time, you extend on an L, you hold your ball. You extend on an L, you turn the ball or rotate the ball, turn your hips and waist, shuttle on her right. Sit back. This time when you take an pivot out, don't have to take a pivot out too far. Okay, heel, spin, pivot, left. Half step to the back. Okay, across the hips and waist, planted or rooted on my back. Lift up, hand ready to come down on an angle. Okay, this is not correct. It's going to take me down, all right? So you have your hand positioned already. Remember, it's not a chop down. It's already on a down angle or a slant. It comes down this way. And how am I getting down? Is my hand bringing me down? It should never bring you down. That's where you'll have an accident. Your core is the stuff that's going to keep you straight up. If you decide that the hand's going to bring you down, hey, the core is not working for you. It's helping you to fall. So what is it? It's this motion. What am I doing? Am I doing something terribly hard? No, I'm lowering myself on the posted foot. I am coming deeper, drilling down heavier. If my hand is positioned right, I can come down as far as I can as long as I'm pushing this down. But once beyond that correct posture, I'm going to defeat my purpose of what I'm trying to do. So I want to come across my hips and waist. I'm already firmly planted. It's going to help me to come down. I am not driving my motion with my hand. I am using my core to come down. The lower or the faster or slower I can move this flexed back knee is going to determine the pace and the position of where the hand comes down for the needle of bottom C. Okay, yeah, left hand on the bottom holding your ball, You're on a sort of a slant, but for us it's okay, okay? Out with your heel, turn the hips and waist, maiden shuttles on her left. Is that right? Half step to the back, half step to the back, across the hips and waist, set up the hand. You already have that point out, right? Where are you gonna put your, how are you gonna flex? You're gonna flex your knee to come down. Up one hand, join it with the second hand, then your foot, touch, stretch out. Flash arms like a fan. Okay, your turn to show me what you're doing. Okay, left hand on the bottom, left foot on a T. Out on the heel, spin the ball, maiden on her left. Half step to the back, set up your top hand, point the front foot, needle to the bottom of the seat. Come down and flex that back knee. One hand up, two hands up, then your foot, touch, extend the knee, start in the middle, flash your arms like a fan. Okay, getting better, okay? Getting better, I'll do it one time now for you, and then we'll do a couple more times for me to watch. Left hand on the bottom, holding your ball in a T-stance. We're gonna do the last maiden on her left. Out with your heel, spin the ball above your head, turn your hips and waist, shuttles on her left. Half step to the back, across your hips and waist, set up the top hand, lift the front foot, needle to the bottom of the seat. One hand comes up, join it by the second hand, then your foot, extend the knee, touch, flash your arms like a fan. Okay, ready to do it for me? I'll get you started. Left hand on the bottom, holding your ball on a T-stance. You're going to do maiden shuttles on her left. Out with your heel, extend the knee, hold your ball, spin, push, left. Half step to the back, set up your top hand, point the front foot, bend the knee of the back, up, join it second, then your foot, lift up, flash arms like a fan. Okay, and when you flash arms like, okay, I won't talk, okay? Well, I'll just do it for you. How do I do it for you? Left hand on the bottom, okay? Watch. This is exactly what we were practicing. You know, this angle of this, doesn't it remind you of this? The flash arm, where you position your hands, should be at the similar area in which you do single whip, okay? So that one, I know I haven't ever said it, but I just watched you and I said, how can I teach you better? So again, one more time and then we're gonna practice. Maiden works her shuttle. There's a lot of timing onto it too, okay? So you don't want to come down to the bottom and see come up, and then you don't want to do this, get that knee out too fast. You're timing everything. Here we go. Holding your ball on the tee, out with your heel, spin the ball, up on your forehead, maiden shuttles on her left. Half step to the back, cross your hips and waist, set up the top hand, needle to the bottom of the seat by flexing the back leg. One hand, two hands, then your foot, start in the middle, flash your arms like a fan. Okay, you want this high stance, but keep it there rather than coming down to end something.